teams in high school as well as 8 teams in college that are going back and forth between the two. We actually have 2 streams right now. This is the main one. We're on GooshiGaming for stream, and then we have Ferris Esports is also streaming on the side. Ferris Esports is one of the college teams that are participating in the college tournament.
Yep. So we have high schools and colleges all around the Michigan areas coming out to Grand Rapids. Nice, beautiful town, still growing.
Great overall opportunity to really showcase the players for high school because, like I mentioned, there are college teams here, right? So this is not only a way to show that your high school team is going to be the best team in West Michigan, but also that there are colleges looking at how you perform and potentially maybe having a conversation about that. So it'll be good to see so far. As I mentioned, they're going to Battlefield, which means that there's going to be 3 platforms on stage versus where we've seen a lot of Final Destination where there's no platforms.
Yeah, Final Destination, most basic, neutral stage, just one flat stage all around. And Battlefield has the triangle kind of platforms, so the 3 kind of making into a triangle.
Yep.
We'll see, Sephiroth right here. We have seen this player already from East Kentwood. Once again, we have not seen Mona Shore, so Pokemon Trainer.
Sephiroth versus Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer is a very unique player in the aspect that they have 3 separate characters that you can control.
Yes.
You start off as Squirtle, and then you can move to Ivysaur, and then Charizard. But Sephiroth, very simplistic idea here. He's going to be going in and try and deal as much damage as he can up front and face-to-face.
Yes, for sure. Already, Shinigami taking a good 37% lead. Already, Hayden? Already getting it back in.
Yeah, Hayden really showing that he's comfortable with using Ivysaur out front. You know, a lot of these Pokemon Trainer characters, they have one of the Pokemon that they feel comfortable playing, and you're going to see them mainly in that the entire time. So looks like Hayden's a very Ivysaur lead character. But oftentimes, you know, percentage matters in this game. The higher percentage you have, the easier it is for you to lose your life and go off stage because you get knocked back farther. And you see him bring out Charizard just like you see now when he has that higher percentage.
And yeah, Charizard is that heavier character, so he's going to live a little bit longer than the other 2 characters that he has in his queue.
That is correct. And you see here, Sephiroth tried to take it out. Shinigami was trying to get that first early stock here as he gets a dash attack, but Charizard's a big boy, as you mentioned. He's not going to die that easily.
Yes, and then he was able to recover a little higher than what Shinigami was, so he was able to kind of recover pretty safely. And that back throw is going to take that first stock from Shinigami.
Clean first stock here, and now Hayden's really just going to try and gain some extra credit. How much percentage can I get on Shinigami's second stock before I lose mine? Because I'm at 137.
Not looking too good right now. That big explosion destroying Charizard right there.
That is such a scary option because you see that giant missile coming at you. What do you do?
Well, and then earlier you see that he had that floating purple ball around him. That takes about like maybe 5 seconds until it actually hits him. Also, that big ball coming at you, not looking great.
Not looking great at all, but Squirtle already gaining some damage here. You see a nice little combo, got him at 46. This is a dead even game right now.
Ooh, not too great for Hayden to stand right there. That sword's just going to hit him right across the stage.
You'll see Hayden most likely switch soon to Ivysaur as he gets this early combo percentage, but Squirtle is getting that percentage where if he gets hit hard, he could die because Squirtle's a very light character.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, he's at that percentage right now, honestly.
But he's sticking strong right now, keeping high. Recovers, but able is hits Shinigami.
Oh no, gets sucked into the swords, and see, he died right at like 70%.
That's what I'm saying. When you get hit by a strong move, and you know, Shinigami, Sephiroth's one of his strongest moves is his recovery option. You get stuck in that, and you can die very easily early on stage.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, Hayden has to... He probably should have been switching characters a little earlier, but I thought maybe he had a game plan in mind.
He's still playing really strong, and he's already got Shinigami up to 119%. If he can take this last stock, it can come down to really who can take that last one and lead their team to that advantage.
Oh no, this is looking like it's going to kill him right away.
Shield break into the neutral B, and Ivysaur dies at 38%.
So very early.
Okay, walk through exactly what happened there, because we saw that a shield was broken. Explain what a shield is and what happens if you break it.
So you have this shield mechanic, and you have a full shield, as you should know. So when that bubble turns to 0, like very small,
Shinigami
it
up to
breaks.
119%.
And so what happens, you fly up, you
come down to
get
really
stunned,
who can take that last
and
one
you can't do anything.
Oh
no, this is looking like it's going to kill him right away.
Shield break into the neutral B, and Ivysaur dies at 30. Which allowed Sephiroth to be able to hit that disastrous final smash, basically. and kill him at 38% off stage. So,
which is very understandable. You're kind of scared. You have all these projectiles kind of like getting thrown at you, so you want to have that defensive option right there. But all those moves coming at once, destroying your shield.
Absolutely.
Kind of heartbreaking.
Very cool tactic, I will say. It was SHINIGAMI really showcasing a great talent right there off Sephiroth. And East Kentwood now up 2 stocks compared to Mona Shores, who's going to have to come back from this deficit.
Yeah. We have not seen Mona Shores yet, so we don't know who's coming out yet. Maybe they have a different lineup for specifically on East Kentwood.
So as I mentioned before, each character has weaknesses and strengths, right? And there are other characters that play against them that can bring out the weaknesses or the strengths, right? So right now, Mona Shore is most likely bringing out one of their characters that are better against Sephiroth. But I will mention, Sephiroth is one of the better characters in the game. You know, what's really nice about him, especially in a crew battle format, is the farther back of a deficit he is in, the stronger Sephiroth becomes, because he gains a mechanic called Wing that allows him to actually get a second jump, right?
Yep.
So even though SHINIGAMI is only going to have 2 stocks, he's going to get that Wing earlier, and he's going to try and take as much advantage of that as possible against Mona Shores.
Yep. And it also has a different ability. So as you've seen with all of his smash attacks, you just get hit. But with that Wing, he's able to get hit, but still able to throw with that smash attack. So it's pretty hard hitting.
It is. It's a very hard hitting. Sephiroth is considered one of the heavier characters and one of the stronger characters, right? So it's easier to hit him, but he also is a tank, basically, right? He'll take the damage and he'll hit you hard.
Although I thought he was a lighter character.
We'll figure it out. I'm pretty sure. But next, it looks like Mona Shore is kind of figuring out who they're going to get next. They got the controller set up right now.
Yep.
Interested to see exactly what stage they're going to go to. You know, Sephiroth, when he has his Wing, he has mobility up in the air, right? So Battlefield obviously is a better choice for him because he has options to go around, right? So it'll be interesting to see where Mona Shores take him, and they're actually going to go right back to Battlefield.
Yes. Also, he has that kind of long sword, as we've seen. Kind of like takes up the whole area right around him. So he's able to get that space in between him and his opponent, kind of keeping away. Looks like Mona Shore's player is putting in a tag right now.
Yeah, unique tag, because basically, you know, every person that comes up here, they create their controls on a separate screen, because each character kind of changes the way they move around. But this is called, when you have just a normal screen right here that you're adding the tag, you're using the normal mechanics of what they give to you, right? So, and it looks like he's going to bring out Terry, who is a DLC for this game, came out later in the game. A lot different type of style that we've seen so far.
Yes. For this character specifically, he automatically faces to wherever his opponent's facing.
SHINIGAMI has yet to release a stock. I think they're forgetting that, and they might have to go at it.
Yep.
As
I don't
we
know
need to get rid of a stock here.
Anyone wants to stop it real quick or not, but we'll see if Protection wants to stop it. But it looks like we're going at it.
Yeah, so again, this is a crew battle, right? So SHINIGAMI, he did lose 1 stock, which means he's going to have to start this game with 2.
Yep.
As the score right now is 11-9. So
now we have the understanding now they're going to restart the game. Try to get as soon as possible to starting up the next game.
Well, it was a good button check, that's what I would say. So
yes, feeling each other out.
Feel it out a little bit, and then we'll move on to the actual game in a second. But as I mentioned, East Kentwood up 2 stocks right now. You know, 2 stocks, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, but in a crew battle type format, that is a lot. You're going to need Mona Shores. They're going to have to come back strong here and take these 2 stocks as quickly as possible without losing any of himself.
Yes, because you are very limited at this point. You can't bring back the person that lost their first 3 stocks.
It's really hard to take all 3 stocks without losing a stock, right? Oftentimes you fight for that 1 stock, but when you have a 2 stock advantage, it's a huge advantage for the team in front. So
yes, but we're back in the game. SHINIGAMI is going to take or lose his first stock.
That is correct. We're getting to the real game now. 3 stocks to 2 in this match. J Smash versus SHINIGAMI, and already J Smash taking a little bit early lead as he plays Terry.
Yes.
Unique mechanic about Terry, actually. So when you play on a controller and you move left or you move right, then the character looks that way, right? Terry's mechanic is that he, no matter what, will always be looking at the character you're fighting against. It's an automatic turnaround, basically.
Yep. And so that kind of brings back to what the original game he's from, that kind of fighting style, but already kind of looking pretty even so far.
Oh,
and
no.
that big counter killing.
That was a huge smash
J-Smash.
attack that J-Smash tried to hit on Shinigami, and Shinigami countered that. One of Sephiroth's best moves is when you counter a move, the stronger the move, the harder it hits back. So unfortunately, J-Smash loses that first stock. Shinigami already taken away 4 stocks for his team.
And almost lapping in percentage right now. Not looking too great for J-Smash in the Mona Shores team.
But he does have go with now another mechanic by Terry that allows him to bring out 2 massive moves.
Yes. Oh, and that punch not able to take off the stock from Shinigami.
Oh, very
able to
bold.
recover, but gets hit by the Sephiroth's big sword right there.
That was a very bold option to go off and try and hit him with his recovery, and now Shinigami takes full advantage of that and is up. We could potentially see a 3 stock here.
Yes, a very early lead for the East Kentwood Hills, or East Kentwood.
But it looks like J-Smash says not today. He takes that stock, and now Shinigami down to his last final one. Let's see who can take this final stock, as it looks like there's a 43% lead right here.
Yes. Yeah, down to last stock for each team, or each player. Still, Mona Shores still up in this event, or this whole set.
Kind of playing footsies with each other for a little bit. You notice Sephiroth, Shinigami, whenever he goes in, he attempts to get that grab, and he plays off the grab combo. So like right there, you see that grab, forces him, J-Smash, to come up. He's going to play the big one.
No. And J-Smash able to recover right there almost safely, but gets out hit off stage.
He's got another one, and it hits from under stage, and he can't get away from it. The dash attack is going to kill. Shinigami covered all options there, and Mona Shores could not get back. J-Smash had to get hit there.
Yes, and as you see, Terry is one of those characters that's not that great at recovering. So he's able to just kind of get hit constantly off stage over and over. So
yeah. Shinigami really great lead so far, taking 6 stocks for his team. Mona Shores down 4 stocks total. They need to come up with a new game plan. They only got 2 players left.
Yeah, hopefully their last 2 players are kind of above the rest. And
well, all players so far have already been playing great, right?
Yes.
J-Smash was that Terry play was great. I mean, Shinigami, he just was able to read and understand the situations, right? As I mentioned, he had that neutral B, that atomic bomb basically came in, right? And he was able to work around that and force other options to take that last stock. So
yes, it was able to cover that whole ledge area, and just unfortunately, Terry just can't get around that that well.
Yep. So now we're going to get into the next match. It will be 6 stocks to 10. Nice part about when you have a lead at the end of a game, if you are on a stock and you are high percentage, you actually reset your percentage. You go back down to 0. So Shinigami has 1 full stock that he's going to be able to take advantage of, potentially see if he can get out, maybe squeak 1 or 2 more stocks before he passes it off to a teammate.
And these last 2 players, he was able to take the first stock right away. So he might be able to do that same thing with this next match coming up.
Absolutely, as it looks like they're beginning to ban stages. And we are going to be going to
Pokemon Stadium 2.
That's not Pokemon. That's
the
main.
That's
Pokemon
original
Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium. Wow, we're going back in the old days.
Yeah, I know Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, this is like the 5th or 6th iteration. And prior tournament legal settings for Pokemon Stadium was legal. Interesting to see this. I haven't seen a fight on this stage in quite a long time.
Although it looks like we're going back for one of the players to make their own tag. So it'll be a little bit until that actually happens.
It'll be interesting to see what character he goes against Sephiroth, because there are just so many characters that Sephiroth is able to keep off of him, right? And
I mean,
he has such a big sword. How can he get in half the time? And oftentimes what a lot of people resort to is you find a fast character that can go in, beat him up a little bit, and run away, right?
Yep, that's the kind of unique thing to Sephiroth. He has that long sword. No other character has that kind of long sword. So
it just goes so far off. I mean, we saw Min Min play earlier. Min Min's arms are basically the same range, I would say, as Sephiroth when he has a smash attack. So here we go, Pokemon Stadium. Shinigami trying to take a couple more stocks there, up 10-6, East Kentwood against Mona Shores.
And then we see a Steve coming out. First time I've seen that today.
Steven Minecraft coming out. It is hard to explain this character. This character is so unique and goofy. It's fun to watch, I'm not going to lie.
Yes, very fun. Very unique to the whole game itself. And we'll see Shinigami take 2 stocks.
You see here, he's got to take 2 stocks, and Brim trying to collect as much materials as possible. So here's the unique aspect of Steve. Steve has the ability to place blocks. And to place blocks, you have to collect materials from the stage.
Yep.
So you'll see him right here oftentimes whenever he's not interacting with Sephiroth, he's going to be digging and mining as much as he can so he can get those blocks like right there.
Yeah. And those blocks just create a solid platform, so you can't like kind of run into them. You can break them. And depending on what kind of block, there's like dirt, you can break a steel block, different types of material.
Shinigami already got Brim up to 73% though on a counter that dealt 50%. Brim, you know, one of the things about Steve, as you mine, you're going to see as he's just got Diamond right there, he's going to use that Diamond, and that's going to give him basically 2 times the power amount that he already has.
Ooh, big up smash coming out right there. Getting a good hit on Shinigami, and yeah, I like to see that Diamond come out, but...
TNT, what's going on here?
TNT. So you're able to place down the TNT. You have that button, as you maybe saw. If you press that, it explodes the TNT. Otherwise, some fire moves actually explode the TNT. So that's pretty interesting mechanic for that TNT.
Very interesting.
Anvil coming out.
Brim already takes one stock loss. He's at 114 Shinigami. He's trying to get that last one. Back throw will not kill yet, but he's off stage.
Yep, trying to get a TNT explosion. Trying to get that Sephiroth off the stage. And
that's
able
gonna
to
do
get
it.
that kill.
Brim takes the stock from Shinigami and moves on. That was pretty good, Steve. You know, he had the options to get Sephiroth off stage. Sephiroth Shinigami was able to take that 1 stock easily. I mean, taken 7 stocks total.
Yeah, that Brim definitely needed to take out Shinigami right there. Shinigami's been playing pretty well today, honestly. Seen a lot of his gameplay and looking pretty clean.
Awesome performance, and when you see Brim being able to take that last stock, he's got 2 stocks to work with now.
Yes.
You know, oftentimes when you go into a crew battle, the idea is if you take 3 stocks, you did your job, right?
Yes.
So he has to only get 2 more stocks, and then anything after that is extra credit. But Steve, with that unique ability of having to mine before you actually gain stronger moves, it's harder to do in a crew battle format.
Yes. And so I don't know if we really explained like all the materials that Steve has. He can mine up dirt, steel, gold, diamonds, and iron. So 5 different materials they can mine up. Only 4 of them he can actually craft into different weapons that he can use in order to fight his opponents with. So that's a pretty interesting mechanic for Steve.
Yeah, very unique idea. And the idea with Steve is that the longer the game goes, the stronger he becomes, right?
Yes.
Well, in a crew battle setting, when you only have 1 or 2 stocks, it's going to be harder to collect that percentage, those materials that he needs, right?
Gain that time.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting on that aspect of how Brim kind of deals with that situation and how he handles it as he goes into the second match.
Yep. And looks like we're still just trying to determine which stage we go to. Steve, typically you want to try to go for like a smaller stage so they're not able to kind of run away and gain those materials in order for them Steve to become stronger.
Yep.
But looks like we're going to Pokemon Stadium 2. Right back at it.
You know, unique part about Steve as well is that there are stages that he gains specific material differently depending on where you're at.
Yes.
PS2 is a safe option. You get a lot of dirt. There's some iron options. The diamond comes out relatively fast on this. So, you know, Brim's going to be able to get that diamond quickly. If you see a diamond come out, most likely because he only has 2 stocks, he's going to try and use that as soon as he can.
Yes, for sure. Actually, so the thing is, when people play this game, they could either like listen to game audio or bring in their own music to kind of concentrate during the game. Can't really do that with other sports, honestly. So it's pretty nice that you're able to do that.
Yep, and they
or
all
you
have
try to get the crowd to cheer them up a little bit.
Absolutely.
That too.
And both these players, they have headphones if they want to listen in on the game audio as well. You know, what's really nice about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, this is the ultimate Smash game. Every character is in here. Every soundtrack from almost every Nintendo game is basically
there's like, there's almost 1,000 soundtracks in this one game. It's a huge game. That's why they call it Ultimate. It's the ultimate version of Super Smash Brothers.
True. As we go on to Pokemon Stadium 2, Brim will be continuing to play Steve, and let's see what East Kentwood brings out with their character.
Yep. So they're changing players around a little bit. And we have Iggy.
Iggy, Bowser Jr. A very unique character. I don't see Bowser Jr. too often.
Yeah, I think we're going to be saying that a lot with how unique each character is.
That's a good point considering there's 89 of them. But Bowser Jr., a.k.a. Iggy here, you know, he has a cart mechanic that he's going to be flying back and forth on the stage. You're going to see him driving around a ton.
Yep. So we almost forgot to lose a stock right there, but going right at it, Brim losing 1 stock right away.
And fans already pretty early lead, 33%. You know, Iggy's not going to oftentimes, he's going to let Steve mine here or there, and he's going to try and punish him on these punishes here. Great tech.
Yes, for sure. Already gaining 82% on Brim, but Brim not having it.
Oh no, 74% the TNT hits, and this is basically an even game again.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing with TNT. You can actually hit yourself with it, so you're not safe. And that cart's going to blow up, almost going to take that stock away from Brim. Nice setup right there.
Brim living at 158, but he's got to touch the ground, and he's going to live again. Fans cannot find this final stock here.
Already living up to 177%.
That's not common.
No, not really. Steve is a pretty light character, so Steve is going to die pretty early most of the time.
Absolutely, but you see right there, Brim does lose his stock, and fans doing exactly what he needs to do to keep his team in the lead right here.
Yes, for sure. And Mona Shores already to 4 stocks for their whole team, and East Kentwood is down to 9, so pretty big lead still. And percentages looking pretty even so far. But stock-wise, not so good.
Not so even, you're right, as it's 3 stocks to 1, and fans just continues to gain percentage on Brim's last stock here. Again, you know, stocks are critical, and the fact that if fans takes this last stock before Brim is able to even take 1, Fans is going to go home on the next game with 3 full stocks as the taunt comes out, feeling a little bit greedy as he grabs Brim off stage.
Trying to get inside Brim's head a little bit.
Oh, but here's that diamond. 136%. Let's see if it can do anything here.
Yeah, either player could honestly die at any moment.
Brim playing very patient, which is very smart. You want to get that last option here. Again, this is a critical stock for both players.
I was going to say, this is kind of the first time we've kind of seen a slower gameplay.
Up smash is going to kill, so he pulled out the minecart, and the minecart, if you get hit by it, you will get stuck in it, which gives Brim the opportunity to come over and up smash to take that stock. So huge stock by Brim.
Oh, geez. Hitting Brim off stage. It's going to do anything? No, not really. Just kind of getting these solo hits, not doing any combos. Just oh, and the minecart coming in.
Wow.
Both hit each other, and it looks like Iggy takes that stock.
It looked like it was a standoff, so Iggy was able to throw out a neutral move while the minecart hit. So unfortunately, Brim did get hit by that, and at 186 in mid-stage, you are going to lose your final stock. So fans taking that up 2 stocks, and we are at an 8-stock lead over Mona Shores with 3 left. They have their last player that's going to go up there and try and fight to get back in this game. Yeah,
for sure. Maybe it's their best player on the team. Who knows? Usually you want to keep your best player as the anchor of your team, but it could always switch at any point. Because
and all players playing great so far, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
They've been showcasing very well, but this will be interesting to see exactly how they handle. You know, as I mentioned, yes, I've been saying this for every character. Iggy is a unique character, right? And not a lot of people have the experience playing against him, right?
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how you deal with situations that only Iggy gives you, right?
Yes. And not a lot of players actually play that kind of character, so you won't see that too often out in the wild.
Out in the wild. Absolutely. And right now we got our final Mona Shores player coming up to the stage. They'll be banning stages and figuring out exactly where they're going to go.
Yes, for sure.
Who would you say against Iggy out of the 89 character roster is the best character to play against him?
Best character? I think you want a character that has a lot of projectiles. So maybe between before a Samus, possibly. Or there's a character called Young Link. He has boomerang, arrows, tons of projectiles to kind of throw at Iggy. So kind of a character lining with those kind of aspects of it.
So game plan, stay back, throw projectiles.
Yeah.
Force Iggy to make the move.
Yeah, pretty much, because Iggy doesn't have a lot of things going for him for projectile-wise, so...
Very fair. You know, one thing about Iggy is they have that little Bowser minion bomb that he's able to pick up and throw, right? And kind of like Banjo-Kazooie, who's also in this game, has a grenade that he's able to throw out as well. Kind of the same concept where it's just annoying if you get hit by it. It doesn't deal a lot of damage. It's not going to ever take your stock.
No.
But you get hit by it and you kind of like, it gets in your head and then you start doing moves you don't want to do.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's a lot of moves in this game that do that to you. Just kind of destroy your mentality and while getting hit by it. But we'll see who Mona Shores has for the last character. Might be one of the characters that we've mentioned before, or not. There's 89 characters overall, so a lot to pick from.
Absolutely, and just seeing these characters so far, East Kentwood proving why that right now they want to take that 1 seed. Only one player away from it, as they already have won both other rounds in their round-robin play.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Looks like we have Aqua Link. Maybe a Link player.
Link, like
we have seen a Link before on the stage.
There are, you know, in this game, 3 separate Links. There's regular Link, there's Young Link, and there's Toon Link. All of the Links are zoners. As you mentioned, a zoner is going to kind of be that character that's going to keep Iggy out, force him to make the moves. So it'll be interesting to see that. Now, it could be any character. We had a guy come up here whose name was Luigi, man. We figured he was going to play Luigi. He brought out Cloud. So
very true.
We'll see exactly who they play.
Did you catch which stage we're going to?
I did not.
Okay.
Dark Pit. That's what I'm saying.
Pit.
The dude, like, his name's Aqua Link. He's not going to play Link.
But maybe that's the kind of the trick that you try to play on your opponent by making your tags something that there's a character in the game that you name yourself, but just play something completely different.
It's all mind games. Everything in this game is all mind games, right? So, Mona Shorts down to the last player. Iggy's going to come on. Fans is going to have 2 stocks left to try and take this game and end it.
Yep.
Dark Pit, you know, very, what's the word? Honest character, I would say, right?
Yes.
All of Dark Pit's moves, they're not amazing, but if you hit the person, it's a deserved hit.
Yes, it is, for sure. Big combo game for Dark Pit. He does have 1 projectile. He has an arrow that can shoot out. He can control it a little bit while it's in the air, but not too much.
Absolutely. They go to Hollow Bastion right here on the last stock right here, so let's get into a 8-3 Mona Shores East Kentwood.
Yes, for sure. Both taking some time a little bit. Oh, maybe a big combo coming in for Iggy.
Oh, great combo by Aqua Link, getting into the multi-hits that a lot of Dark Pit moves have.
Yes, for sure. Oh, I've been seeing that a lot from Fansfem, where he just does an up special a lot on stage, like right there.
Well, it's such a good move because Iggy, when you use your up B, your recovery option, you know, you have to be on stage, because if you're not on stage, you get in trouble. But Iggy has that move that you can hit him, and it deals a lot of damage and a lot of knockback too. It can kill early.
And neither player has taken a stock yet. Still kind of even, but that forward smash is going to take that first stock from Aqua Link.
That was an insane read. I was like, fans knew that Aqua was going to be right there, and he just F smashes and takes him early at 110%.
Yep. Oh, that was a so that up throw, it does lead into a pretty big combo. It leads to maybe like a 50% combo or 60. It's pretty devastating, honestly. I've seen it before.
Fans definitely showing they know how to play Iggy.
Yes, for sure.
Recovery out, Aqua trying to deal as much percentage as possible, but this is, in terms of the game, pretty even, 106 to 62%.
Yeah, for sure. It's honestly, Aqua Link is going to have to work pretty hard to get his team back in the game. And not quite going to do anything with the cart move. Up smash, it's actually going to take that stock, surprisingly.
That was a cute little combo. Gets the neutral air into the up smash. That was a true combo, so there's nothing Iggy could have done right there.
Yep. Yep, we have some moves like that where you kind of combo right into a kill move. Some characters don't have that, but unfortunately, but it happens.
And fans just continuing to build as much percentage as possible. Potentially feeling a little bit more comfortable knowing they have other players that are going to be able to come in. Misses the tech, and Aqua Link down to last stock. That's what you were talking about with that recovery. It's such a big weapon that oftentimes you can use it not only as a recovery, but as an option to take out your opponent.
Yeah, Phantom was trying to get a cute little edge guard happening right there. Wasn't able to do it. Still keeping Aqua Link off stage. Just kind of devastating.
What do you do here? I mean, Fans is just every option that Aqua's trying to do, Fans is reading it out and forcing him off stage.
Yeah, a little bit. And Dark Pit doesn't have a lot of moves to kind of counter this. So not looking too great for Aqua Link.
Finally able to get back to stage, but Fans again gets him off. A little greedy there.
Yes, for sure. Able to get one hit, not too many hits, so
Oh, nice
back air.
little re-grab back here to take the final stock. East Kentwood wins 7-0 against Mona Shores and advances as the first seed for the bracket play.
Yes. Yeah, East Kentwood looking pretty strong in this tournament so far.
Awesome
They haven't
game.
lost yet.
Nope, they are fully on and moving forward. Mona